You've heard of people telling you to come and buy stocks, come and buy shares, come and invest, and you're really thinking to yourself, how do I get started? Hello, my name is Coach David Efsiba. On this channel, we talk about money and investment. And today, I'm going to be teaching you how you can start investing in Nigerian stock market. Right now, stock market is really booming. A lot of money have been put into stock market. Between January to the month of June, over 4 trillion naira has been added to Nigerian stock market. Nigerian stock market is really booming and you can make a lot of money for yourself in Nigerian stock market. So I'm going to be teaching you ABC of investing in Nigerian stock market today. If this is your first time of joining us, you are welcome. On this channel, we talk about money. You are welcome. What I want you to do is to click the subscription button and hit the notification button so that anytime I drop amazing video like this, you'll be the first to enjoy the video. All right, now we're going to be talking about stock market. So what is stock market? Stock market is just like a physical market. If you want to cook a pot of jollof rice right now, probably you go to the market to buy every ingredient, the pepper, the rice, every ingredient that you will use, the chicken and all that, right? So that is how stock market works, right? Stock market is a place where companies bring their companies to and people can own shares of that company. All right, so for example, let's use MTN as an example. All right, if MTN really want to scale up, if they want to have more branches and they need cash flow, one of the things they use is stock market, because when you have a share, so in stock market you can own a pieces of that company. All right, you can own like 5%, 2%, 10% of the whole company. So when you buy the shares of MTN, you are actually a part owner of that company. That's how stock market works, right? Let's use UBA as an example. Okay, so if UBA want to have more branches in Port Harcourt, in US, in Canada, and they need more funds, right? So what they do is to put the company in stock market, and individuals, retail investors, institutional investors can be part owner of those companies, right? And so that they will have more funds, and with that they can expand, right? So it's more like you are loaning your money, or you are owning a fraction of that company because you buy their shares. So that's how stock market works. All right, so I'm going to be talking about the ABC of stock market. The first A, which is asset. The truth of the matter is that there's a difference between asset and liability. Asset is something that bring more money to your pocket. I did a video recently on it. You can check the description for the video, right? Asset is something that bring money to you, while liability is something that take money away from you. So in order to build asset, one of the channels you can use is stock market, right? So how can you make money from Nigerian stock market? There are more than 3 ways you can make money from stock market, but I will only be sharing 3 with you right now. The first way you make money from stock market is capital appreciation. In 2021, UBA was selling for 7 naira per shares. Right now, UBA is selling for 43 naira. So if you invest, let's say you invest 100,000 naira in 2021, you've made a lot of money right now. So a lot of investors come into the market. They are not interested in the other 2 parts which I'll be discussing right now. They are only interested in capital appreciation, meaning that they want to buy it when it is low and sell it when it is high. That's how they make money from it. But the truth of the matter is that stock market is a traded asset. What do I mean by that? If you really want to make money from stock market, it's not just for you to buy the stock and leave it there forever. No, you have to look at it, and you must know your the time you want to take profit. Some people want to take profit when they are 20% above, or when they are 50% above. Some people want to take profit when they are 100% above. So it depends on your entry level and the way you want to come out of the market. So some people are just interested in capital appreciation. They just want to make money when their share price has increased and leave the market. The other way you can make money from stock market is through dividends. I advise most of my clients that they should leverage on dividends payment, especially when they are close to their retirement. Some of my clients that have booked a one-on-one session with me, and you should also try and book a one-on-one session with me, because on my one-on-one session, I teach you, or I show you the kind of investment you should do based on your age range. If you are between the age of 20, 25, there are some investment that I will advise that you do. But if you are close to 50, 60, there are some investment I will not advise as a financial consultant, right? Dividends is one of the way you make money from Nigerian stock market. So what is dividend? Dividend is the profit sharing of a company, right? So let's say you have shares in MTN. One of the way you can get benefit for having a shares in that company is dividends. Dividend is profit sharing. So let's say that, okay, last year now, GTB, Guaranteed Trust Bank, declared over 1.2 trillion in profit last year, and they decided to give 7 naira per shares to every shareholders. So meaning that if you have 100 shares, you're gonna multiply 7 naira times the 100 share that you have. So that's a big money. There's a lot of companies that pay dividends. In fact, Dangote Cement paid 30 naira per shares for every individual that bought shares in their company, right? So it's more of they are paying you a reward for having a stake in their company, for investing into their company. So that's dividends. So if you are close to your retirement, there are some stock you should be buying for dividends payment, right? And you can get as high as 10 million naira in dividends. You can get as high as 50 million. It depends on the money that you put in. So the more money you put in, the high chance of your return, right? But I want you to know that anything that has to do with investment have their own risk. So anything you are investing into have their own risk. In fact, last year MTN was having a challenge and they did not pay dividends. Why? Because they are in debt. They borrow money in foreign currency, which is FS. And when President Tinubu came into power, dollar was selling between 400 to 600. And when he came into power, dollar moved as high as 1,900 naira before it was regulated by CBN. So you must before you buy. That's why before you buy shares, you must make sure that they have good fundamentals. Another way you can make money from Nigerian stock market is bonuses. All right. So over the years now, Owando have not been paying dividends, and because of the structural thing that is going on, right? They are trying to make the company look more profitable. So they are not being paid dividends now for over the years. So in order to compensate investors, what they did was to give more shares. In fact, this year they did it also. I got a mail because I have a shares in Owando, and they sent a mail that you need to fill the form. There was an e-form that they sent to each and every one of us that have stocks in Owando. So they gave us bonuses, all right, for us having that share because we are not right now they are not paying dividends. So companies sometimes use it to just reward people that invest in the company, to tell them that we are working on this company right now, but you can just be patient with us, but we are going to give you. So for example, now if you have 5 shares in a company, let's say UBA, now if you have shares in UBA, they can tell you, okay, since we are not paying dividends right now, we will give you 2 more. So if you have 5 before, they will have 2. That is 7 shares. So you can make money on capital appreciation, on dividends payment, and bonuses. All right. There are other ways you can make money, but I will just leave it to these 3 channels. So that's it. So let's move to the B part. We are talking about the ABC of stock market, right? So if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do well to hit the notification button right now and hit the subscription button so that anytime I drop amazing video like this, you'll be the first to see the video. Thank you so much for your support. All right. So let's move to the B part now, which is buy low and stay high. There are some companies that are not paying dividends right now, right? So you can leverage on capital appreciation. Some of them are Lasaco, Sovereign Trust, all these small penny stocks, right? You can leverage on it because they still have a high chance of becoming big companies, right? So let's even look at Ikeja Hotel. Ikeja Hotel, yes, last year was selling for between 5 naira or 10 naira. So how much is it now? Let's even look at CWG. CWG last year, I remember I bought it for 5 naira. Right now, CWG is around 16 to 17 naira per share. So you need patience also when you are investing in Nigerian stock market. So you buy low. I told you that UBA was selling for 7 naira in 2021. Right now, UBA is selling for 43 to 45 naira. So that's it. So there are some investors that come to the stock market. They just want to buy when it is low and sell when it is high. So people use this a lot, right? I use this also sometimes. I just buy the penny stock. What are penny stock? Penny stock are stock that is between 1 kobo to 10 naira. Those are penny stocks. So you can just leverage on it, but it has its own risk because this company are still trying to grow up. Don't really have big cash flow like that. All right. So that's one of the way. So the other C, which is cash flow. Don't you ever invest into any company that is not generating cash flow. I was having a one-on-one session with one of my clients recently, and one of the things I share with her is that whenever you are investing into a stock, make sure that you don't invest into stock that does not generate revenue or cash flow. All right, because the life, whatever source, what sustain a company is because there is a cash flow. There's an inflow of cash flow over and over again. So when you are buying stock, make sure that the stock is generating revenues This is one of the things I check whenever I'm trying to do fundamental analysis on a stock. One of the things I do is to check the company, if they are generating cash flow, if the revenue, check the history, their historical data of their revenues. Are they generating income? I was doing a research on a company yesterday, and I see that I think the company has generated, between 1 year they've generated over 200% in revenue. So meaning their revenue has increased by 200%. Those are the kind of company I want to invest into, right? So anytime you are trying to buy a company, don't just buy a company because somebody told you, oh, go and buy MTN, go and buy UBA. That's not the right way to invest, right? I got a lot of DMs mostly every week, people telling me that they invest into stock market, they lose their money, because there's a way you can go about all this investment. Very important. So anytime you are buying shares, make sure that the company is generating cash flow, right? And make sure that they don't have much debt. Yeah, a company can have debt, they can borrow money for banks, right? The company that I tried to analyze yesterday, one of the things I discovered that their whole cash flow is around 200 billion, and their debt is just 1 billion. I want to invest into that kind of company, right? But their revenue is 200 billion, while their debt is just 1 billion, right? So those are the companies that you should try to invest into. Don't invest into hype stocks, right? Very important. Don't invest into stocks that everybody is talking about it. When you see a stock that everybody is talking about, you must be careful of that, right? So that's how stock market works. Let me do a recap, right? Stock market is a place where you own fractional shares of a company, or the pieces of a company. Okay, and I told you that there are three ways you can make money from stock market. Number one is capital appreciation, and number two is dividend payment, and number three is through bonuses. So I believe that you now understand how stock market works, right? So now you may be asking me, but Coach David, how do I get started? So the first step right now is to get a brokerage account. So you can't walk to MTN right now and say that, oh, I want to buy your shares. They will refer you back to their brokers, because for you to be able to buy shares in MTN or Dangote Cement or whatever company, you need brokers. So who are brokers? Brokers, they are like investment banks. They are the one that connect you with the company, right? They are the intermediary. They are the one that connect you with MTN, with UBA, with GTB, every company you see in the Nigerian stock market. There are brokers that you can use to buy. Even if you buy public offers, most companies declare public offers, right? Public offer is that everybody, you can just come and buy our shares. And some of you watching me right now, you bought shares through public offers. But in order to allot that shares to you, you must have a brokerage account. Okay, so you can use Afrivest 2.0. I use Afrivest 2.0 to invest. So when you some of these investment banks, their app is not the broker. Okay, so let me just clear this. Their apps, because they have applications on Google Play Store and Apple Play Store. Their app is not broker. They are investment or they are investment bankers, right? They are investment banks. But they have apps that you can use as a retail investor to buy shares. Okay, so for example now, Afrivest. So, for example, now Afrivent Security, all right, they have app called Afrivent 2.0. So you can use those apps to buy Nigerian shares. Okay, just go to Google Play Store, or if you are using iPhone, Apple Play Store, go there, download the app, then use it to do your registration. It's just like when you go to bank now, and you want to open an account, right? They will give you a form to fill. So there is a e-form. They're going to give you some processes. Look like a form. You fill it. They will ask for your NIN. They will ask for your BVN. Don't be afraid, because they are being legalized by Central Bank. In fact, I love Afrivest because they have been in the investment journey for over 23 years. So I want to invest into that kind of brokers that build name over time. So you can also use Truth, okay, you can use Bamboo. You can use Bamboo to buy Nigerian shares. Just do your registration like I said. They will tell you to do some normal registration, okay? So that's it. So once you are verified, they will send you a mail that you have been verified. You can now trade on their platform, right? So they're going to give you an account, a personal account that you can transfer money into. Meanwhile, I have a step-by-step guide video that can teach you on how to invest in Nigerian stock market, because right now a lot of people are talking about stock market, but it is not every company that is worth buying. Some company, they are deep in debt. They are in debt right now. So if you go and buy those kind of company, your money will keep reducing, right? So you want to buy good companies that is profitable in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year. So I have a call that can teach you everything that I'm saying here. I show you step-by-step guide on how you can go about it. So the link to that course it will be in the description. Will also be in the comment section. Okay, so click on it, get the course, and get started. You will also be added to our WhatsApp community where we ask questions. If you are watching the course and you don't understand, you can ask me questions. You can send me personal DM, right? But right now you can't do that because this is just a channel. So there is a platform that have helped you to be able to understand stock market. So try to get that course. Okay, it's in the description and also in the comment section. All right, so once you get verified, you can now invest into all those companies. So watch out for my next video. I'm going to be discussing about some stocks that you can buy. Okay, so thank you. I have other videos also in the description. I've helped you structure this video that can help you on how to invest in the other low risk investment assets. Okay, so anytime you watch my videos like this, try and check the description. All right, so that you will be able to see more videos like this. Thank you so much. And there are videos right now on the screen. Click on it to watch more of it. Don't forget to hit the notification button and the subscription button so that anytime I drop amazing videos like us to see those videos. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. My name is Coach David F. Siba. On this channel, we talk about investment asset building. See you in the next video. Thank you.